Alright guys, my name is Joe Naimoli of Joe Make Me Cook on Instagram, and this is Flavors of New York. We're here at Aunt Butchies of Brooklyn in Staten Island, Tottenville, Staten Island. Let's go inside and see what Aunt Butchies got.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, Pete.
How are you?
How you doing?
Pleasure.
Buddy? So we're at Aunt Butchies here on Staten Island. I'm here with Pete, the owner. So Pete, tell me a little bit about Aunt Butchies.
We started around 13 years ago. We just celebrated our 13th anniversary in January. It's been a struggle, a lot of fun, and I love to create.
Alright, so you said you like to try new things, you like to experiment, right? What do we got here, Pete?
This is something I'm working on for St. Joseph's Day. I hear in Italy they like to do fried olives, so I'm trying to create a salad. St. Joseph has some vegetables that we like to put into our recipes, such as fava beans, and a lot of sardines and whatnot.
You know what? A lot of people only think of St. Joseph's Day as the pastry.
The pastry,
right?
correct.
But there's actually food behind it as well.
Yeah.
Fried olives, may I?
Yeah, why not?
Sure.
Something a little different.
From a Joseph, I'm telling you, well worth it. All right, Pete, take us into the kitchen. Show us how it's done.
Okay.
So we're in the kitchen here at Aunt Butchies. Pete's going to show us a little bit of his magic, how it starts, how it happens.
Right now, early in the morning, we always cook our sauces and our soups. This is a small pot of sauce we're working on right now. This is our marinara sauce.
Small.
Yeah.
Small pot.
With the big walupa. You like the big walupa?
You got to be
This is our lentil soup. It also has a touch of marinara sauce, so we're working on this right now. Here we got our vodka sauce cooking. A few parties coming in later, so we make big pots of the vodka sauce. It's hard to do per order.
for rigatonis and the vodka sauce. Look at that. Pete, I'm starving. What are we going to have today?
Well, I was thinking maybe I'll make you guys a little spaghetti al forno. It's a pasta cooked in a brandy sauce with shrimp and prosciutto. We also bake it in the oven when it's finished. I'll also bring out an order of tripe for you guys. Let's do a little seafood salad. Stuffed meatball, our famous stuffed meatball.
They're stuffed meatballs to die for. I can't wait.
A little butter. Some olive oil. Onions. Salt. We like to have our onions part cooked. It's a little faster on the line. This is our spaghetti al forno. I always love to salt my olive oil because a pinch of salt goes a long way when you salt your olive oil. If you have to add salt to a dish later, it becomes too salty. Right now, guys, we got our olive oil, butter, and onions. At this point, I'm going to add some chopped prosciutto. That's prosciutto di Parma. I prefer, it's less salty. I have some chopped shrimp. Some 13, 15 shrimp. While our shrimp is cooking, I'm going to add some fresh brandy. As soon as the alcohol burns out, I'm going to add a little vegetable stock and marinara sauce. Marinara. Okay, while the sauce is cooking, at this point, I'm going to add a little bit of heavy cream. Shrimp's almost cooked, guys, so I'm going to take out the shrimp. This way we can place them on top. We're going to leave some of the chopped shrimp in the sauce. At this point, I'm going to drop my pasta. This is spaghetti. We only use the Checo. It seems to hold up the best. 2 minutes in hot water. I always finish off my pasta in the sauce. The starch helps add to the texture of the sauce. A little more prosciutto. You can never have enough. Some grated Romano. Mix one more time. At this point, I have some tin foil in a pan. I'm going to close this up. And here we go into the oven. My oven's on about 450 degrees. I'm going to let it bake for about 20 minutes.
Looked like a weather balloon is actually delicious pasta al forno. This is amazing. Pete, what do we have?
This is the spaghetti al forno we were cooking before. This is one of my dishes that it's always a go-to dish when somebody wants to try something different. We also have our seafood salad. It always gets made 2 days ahead of time. We won't serve it unless it marinates for at least 2 days.
Right, enough time to come together.
Yeah.
Right?
We have our tripe. We're world famous for our tripe. Not too many people make that anymore. It's becoming a thing of the past.
Right.
The new generation doesn't even know what that is.
Absolutely not. I'm glad, Pete, you bring it to the masses in the way that you do. It looks out of control.
Our tripe we make a little different than everyone else. We make it more like a stew. So I'll slice some carrots, some celery, I put some peas, onions, and we slowly cook it. It's not like boiled for hours. Also, I want you to try our famous Pete salad. All of our salads, we make our dressings from scratch. So we're freshly squeezed lemon or you name it, we make it.
Right, all in-house.
This is our Pete salad. Before I opened up, I used to make this every summer for my family barbecues, and everybody loved it. So they said, you gotta put it on the menu. You have to put it, and it has to be named Pete salad. And that's how we came up with the Pete salad.
The story behind the name. Pete, tell me about this meatball.
I had to come up with something a little bit different, okay? My grandfather's meatballs everyone loved, but I wanted to do it on a larger scale. We decided to stuff it with the ricotta, fresh mozzarella, and we made it large. And it's an eyesore. When people bring it to their table, or they bring it home, you know, it's a conversation piece.
Right. In true Staten Island fact, there's no joke. No joke. It's delicious. So it's ricotta, mozzarella, and it's a good sized meatball too. You're not skimping out on any of the stuffing. Pete, well done.
Thank you.
Really good.
In the meatball, it's all beef, okay? Plus we had the grated Romano. I added some heavy cream to the mix, garlic. We're actually working on getting this into supermarkets and chain stores.
Oh, get out of town.
Yeah.
Stuffed meatball.
Yeah.
And Butchies stuffed
It's
meatball.
a 2-year process, but we're on it.
It'd be well worth it because it's absolutely delicious.
Joe, I want you to try the salad.
Let me see, Pete. Your famous salad.
Okay? Some apples,
Thank you.
some craisins, gorgonzola cheese.
Sure,
We got
absolutely.
gorgonzola cheese.
We're here for it
And of
all.
course we have sliced almonds. I always like it with the skin on. Skin's very good for you.
I do too. That's very true. Very true. Now this is the salad you said you made for your family at barbecues, and they said you had to bring it out into the restaurant.
There's a little secret ingredient in there. I want to know if you could pick up on it.
Fennel,
Finocchio.
finocchia.
See.
My taste of my buds haven't failed me yet. Pete, this is great. It's refreshing. It's light, but it's not. But there's nothing there. It's actually a hearty salad that's light and refreshing. I don't know how the hell you did it.
You can make a meal out of it.
You can make a meal out of it.
That's another thing of the past, the Finocchio.
No, nobody
People-
uses fennel anymore.
Yeah, people see fennel, they think it's the fennel seed that goes into sausage.
Right.
They don't know
Right.
about Finocchio. Bring your plate to me. This is the best. If you like trying something a little bit different, this tripe melts in your mouth.
And it looks much different than normal. I mean, if you have tripe anywhere else, it's never like this. It's never made with.
It's very soft.
It's
You
not
can't
even,
even put it on
staying
a
on the
fork.
fork. It's not your average tripe, Pete. Very, very good. You got, what'd you say, peas?
Peas, potatoes, carrots, celery, onions.
You know how good it is? I'm not even a big fan of tripe. And it's great.
You're making me hungry.
Right.
I have to try some. This with a loaf of Italian bread. Oh,
Destroy.
I'm in heaven. Just a little bit.
Yeah, you can't even keep it on the fork.
Awesome tripe.
Salud.
Chin done.
I can't wait to try the seafood salad. Pete, tell me how you make this seafood salad.
We make it with fresh squeezed lemon, shrimp, pulpo, which is octopus, and calamari. I also add some vinegar peppers, a touch of garlic, olive oil, of course. We have to cut the olive oil a little bit with some water, otherwise it congeals.
Correct. Right. As it gets cold, correct. That's a nice touch. Popular around Christmas Eve, right?
Yes.
Christmas Eve, it's a staple.
Yeah.
Ooh. It's really good.
This is the famous spaghetti al forno, okay? It takes maybe, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes to make and then another 10, 15 minutes to bake.
Okay.
It's a little bit different because it has like a brandy cognac sauce.
Right.
It also has prosciutto inside.
So a baked spaghetti.
Yeah. We call it al forno.
Al forno.
Baked.
I've been waiting for this entire time. I never use the spoon. Everybody always twirls on the spoon. I don't know. Am I less Italian for not using the spoon? Wow. Wow.
This bowl of pasta you can't finish by yourself. This is for 2 or 3 people.
I mean, I can, but I wouldn't recommend it. But no, this is a without a doubt. And it's a good size. That's a normal portion.
Yeah.
Standard portion.
Yeah.
You're right.
We have big portions here. That's what we're famous for. This is more of a family.
Yeah, almost like
restaurant.
like a family stuff. But you know what's appealing about this, especially one, Italian food is never in a small portion. And
True.
when you do go to restaurants that are like, they give you, it's almost like elf food. There's not a whole lot to eat. You leave hungry, you'd never go back again. This really touches the heart. It warms the soul. It's the prosciutto, outstanding.
Thank
Just
you.
enough amounts, just the right amount of salt.
This is a dish that you could eat in the restaurant or you could take it home and eat in front of the television.
Oh yeah, guilty pleasure. So everybody always just takes a bite and they toss the tail. No, you gotta squeeze and pinch and suck. None of this goes to waste. Pete, this was delicious. Each dish better than the last. Tell me about how you started.
Well, we started off with a little bakery cafe that was supposed to be part-time. We had 4 partners at the time, including myself, and we started cooking. So not only baked goods, we started doing some sandwiches, paninis, pasta, salads, and soups. People started liking the food, and once we started with that, we started doing dinner. Once dinner came, we took over 2 more locations. That's how we expanded into Butchies restaurant. Just from that, we started doing catering. We do a ton of catering. We also do family parties here. So it could be anything from a birthday party to a communion. We have family style. If you want to come, we have a family style dinner. I have sliced filet mignon with port wine. It's a lot of food. We all go over the top. Everybody's always bringing home a ton. So it's well worth it.
That's what Aunt Butchie's is known for. When you come here, and we've had parties here, occasions, get-togethers, you're always leaving taking something home. Pete, thank you very much for having us here at Aunt Butchie's. You run a great establishment. Your food is out of control and top-notch. Salute, Pete.
Thank you.
To
Chin
you
dan.
and a fantastic business.
Thank you. I hope to see you again real soon.
Absolutely, to Aunt Butchie's.
Don't hesitate.
This is Joe Naimoli for Flavors of New York. Come to Aunt Butchie's here on the South Shore of Staten Island. You won't be disappointed.
Thanks, Joe.